ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another World of Warships video. So today I'm featuring some ranked 16 gameplay. This is a match I had earlier today, and against my better judgment I decided let me just have one more ranked match. I'm at the moment at rank 11 with 1 star. Another star will take me back to rank 10. I already reached rank 10. I got my flag that gives me what, minus 10% service cost. So, and I'm looking at this team and I'm seeing two things stand out. We have an Algerie, a York, and a Scharnhorst, 2 sun-ups, and Jervis and a Shiratsu. Now the Jervis, you've seen me play before, it's a really strong choice. The York, in my opinion, in the opinion of a lot of the community contributors like Flamu, etc., not a good choice. The Algerie is even a worse choice. These are ships that should be on the borders, HE spamming, and they can't play for the caps. The Scharnhorst, I have the Scharnhorst B. I got it in a container when I was looking for the black, the Massachusetts black, and I got the Scharnhorst black in a container. And its AP is dismal, and its HE just isn't enough to be effective here. Nice opening start for me there. 4 penetrations on the enemy sun-up. So, when I'm looking at the team, and our Shiratsu is going down south instead of contesting one of the caps, which already has me amazingly concerned. Yes, you might want to go flank and destroy them, but it has been proven many times that this is not random game mode. This is a ranked match where you need to grab at least 2 of the caps, then defend and just hold on until the timer runs. The timer isn't that long. Yes, it's a 20-minute match like many other of the random matches, but the longer you hold on, and if you can just play a game of attrition, a war of attrition, then you have a chance of winning. Much better than trying to be gung-ho. So we see the enemy has taken B, we've got C, and the top cap A is completely uncontested. So this sun-up that I have here does not have Kuznetsov. My Kuznetsov is only 12 points. The captain I have in this sun-up is a 17-pointer. The other point also, even though people rave about Kuznetsov, the sun-up's health pool isn't big enough that I think at that sort of end game it can make a very big difference, not unless you keep at least 1 heal in place, and I've already had to use one. Now you'll notice the first thing that worries me here is the Scharnhorst is pushing in on a King George. I took a King George into one of the matches and it's actually scarily effective. If I had to choose between all the ships that I have in my port, and I don't keep a lot of ships, but the King George is one that I kept, that HE will burn synops down. So notice I'm getting smacked from the side, and that's enemy Atlanta, and he's just doing what Atlantas do, you know, burning, etc., but all damage control it with one. I'm looking at this Jervis reversing into a King George, and I'm just thinking to myself, what the fuck are you doing? He's probably shooting HE. His HE, the moment he hits you, is going to fuck you up. Your smoke is a death trap. Jervis, you shouldn't be there. You've got British quick diminishing smoke. It's not a 2-minute smoke. It's not American smoke. And then he reverses again, because I know he wants to do a suicide torpedo run, but that King George knows that he's there. He gets lucky with 1 salvo because that HE will punch through him. And there we go, Jervis gone. But he takes the King George with him. But we are 2 ships down already. Of course, the Algerie died within the first minute. And they've now capped A as well, so they're ahead. And now all they've got to do is they've got to sit and outgun us, hold the caps. We now have to be aggressive. Their Jervis went up to A and contested it, got it, while ours was trying to be a... Well, ours was trying to be an asshole. Nice little citadel there on that Atlanta. He stopped shooting at me after that. Because he saw my guns were trained at him and I can punch straight. Yeah, as you saw, I mean, I was shooting him from behind and I can citadel him. The Synop is really quite overpowered, but I'm sitting here now trying to defend what little we have. We've got C, we're both on equal tier ships. So now our York, already pink, so something went wrong, decides to YOLO in. Okay, there's another Synop here. He knocks at Atlanta, the York manages to finish him. There's Z-39 torpedoes are Scharnhorst. Scharnhorst was already a terrible choice to come into this game. The Scharnhorst people, I'm sorry, the Scharnhorst isn't a good ship for this ranked season. I own the Scharnhorst B. I do enjoy playing it every once in a while. It's not suitable for this. Look on our 10 line on the mini-map there. The Shiratsu is, for lack of a better description, fucking around there. I don't know what he's trying to achieve and what he's trying to do there. The Z-39 comes in to contest and I immediately start hitting the brakes because I realize he's going to torpedo the shit out of me. And whereas Ashirachi should be shooting at him and contesting him, of course I get 4 overpens, he's fucking around on the 10 line. Now eventually moving in. You should be trying to help take caps. We're already 3-2. The York managed to take B, but they're 520 points versus our 360, 370. So finally our Shiratsu finishes the Z39, but we took most of his health off anyway. I'm detected. I know it's the enemy Synop. Okay, alright, we're 3 each. 336 versus 376. And as I predicted, there's the Z39's torpedoes. I eat one and I eat a salvo from the Synop. And yeah, I'm in not a good space. Now, I had Kuznetsov on it. He could have helped a little bit here. The few games I played where Kuznetsov did kick in, it didn't make that big a difference on the Synop. It is really, really nice if you can get first blood. I mean, that gives you then another load within all your consumables, etc. So you have an extra repair and extra heal because the Russian battleships have limited repair parties. That's really nice when you get that. But here, no. So, guess what's remaining? 2 DDs, 2 Synops on each side. Because guess what? We actually used our brains when choosing ships. There we go, high caliber, 96,000 already. And I noticed the other Synop. Notice also I didn't shoot low on the Synop. The Synop can overpower the other Synop's bow. He's coming broadside, so he has more guns into the play. And it chunks me right in the nose. And there is their DD. Now, I'm not even going to bother trying to shoot at him. He's too fast. Starting to back up. There we go. I'm in reverse. I know the torpedoes are incoming. The biggest problem for me is I can't swing my nose out facing my left-hand Synop because the right-hand Synop might be able to get me there. Well, guess what? Our Shiratsu decides to charge a Synop. He got fucked up. Torpedoes incoming, as I thought. Shiratsu traded with a Synop, just like the Jervis traded with the King George. And we're 2 for 2. Now, ideally, the other Synop and myself should have focused on this single Synop. But what does he fucking do? He goes and charges in. He's got the broadside of this Synop. He charges in with the DD on his side. I'm at 110,000 damage, and there the torpedoes come. Now he's charging in. He's turning to his left-hand side, and that's exposing all the broadside that he has to the other synop, and this is not going to go well. What did I tell you? Devastating strike. Guess what? It's that sickening feeling that you get in your stomach that says, you are the team's last hope. You just like, I could see this happening in front of me. And like, oh yay, look, it's so fucking funny, ha ha ha. Dodge the torpedoes, but you exposed your broadside. Why didn't you just point your nose in, put that small island between you and the DD, turned your turrets to the DD, but turn your nose to the synop, wear the synop down, and then we could have capped B, and the time could have run out, and we would have won. Now, synop versus DD. I'm out of heals. I've still got 2 repair parties left. Now, this synop isn't shooting me in the right place. I need to shoot a little bit higher. And he's starting to shoot higher, and he's chunking me harder than I'm chunking him. I have 1,200 hit points left. This game's done. We have lost. We've lost for 2 reasons. People bringing the wrong ships to ranked, and people playing like this is a normal random. Double fires, set the fires, there we go. Done. It's a loss. Thankfully for myself, I was top of the team here. As you can see, 121,000 damage, high caliber. If we go to the team stats, top of the team. I didn't lose a star, but I'm 11 and 1 star. It's bloody ridiculous. You can't division up to play with teammates, or you at least one person so that you can communicate and formulate some sort of strategy like you could in the last rank sprint. And this is why rank 16 is a shit show in tier 7. Even down to when it was tier 6 it wasn't that bad. But in tier 7 it's just terrible. And I know I'm not enjoying it, and I know a lot of people aren't enjoying it. So yeah, thanks for listening to my rant, everybody. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care and cheers.